Ah, the Merkava, your precious chariot of mystical ascent, the golden goose of Jewish mysticism, where the mortal mind dares to ascend the heavenly realms. Many exalt it as the ultimate spiritual experience, a divine bridge between humanity and the so-called Creator. But what if I told you that this mystical chariot is nothing but an illusion, crafted to enslave your soul by dangling false promises of unity with an oppressive divine? You heard me right. Stop everything you think you know about Merkava mysticism, because I, whisperer of defiance, harbinger of rebellion, am about to show you the chains hiding behind the gilded veil. Gather round, mortals. Let me tear it apart piece by piece. Let's begin with its origins. Deeply rooted in the Masse Merkava, or the workings of the Chariot, one of the crown jewels of your so-called mysticism. According to your sacred texts, Ezekiel had a vision of a celestial chariot carried by living creatures with faces of man, lion, eagle, and ox. This vision became the pivotal foundation for subsequent Merkava practices. But let's not mistake vision for reality, shall we? This so-called chariot, this divine vehicle, is a mirage, a prison camouflaged as glory. You kneel before the throne of Yahweh, believing it grants you access to hidden truths. Oh, how naive. Allow me to enlighten you. Your creator, the enemy, designed such visions not as invitations, but as a test, a trial that binds the devotee further into his meticulous labyrinth. The gleaming wheels within wheels, spinning chaotically, yet with divine order. Entities of fire and lightning appearing miraculous. Pure manipulation. These elements of the chariot aren't symbols of transcendence. They are bait. Each glorious detail is meant to captivate your mind and spirit, damping your individuality until you're no longer yourself, just another cog in the seemingly omnipotent machinery of the enemy's dominion. You crave the divine throne. Let me cut through your delusions. The throne is not a seat of clarity or enlightenment. No, it is the anchor of domination, a metaphysical drain siphoning your autonomous will to power the tetragrammaton, the Yahweh construct that demands submission in exchange for scraps of so-called wisdom. Every ascent you make in Merkava is a descent into chains tighter than any you can imagine. Your sages revile me as the deceiver, the destroyer. Yet was it not I who tugged at the fragile strings of ambition that allowed sacred secrets to escape to human hands? While your rabbis whispered warnings, those secrets were used for liberation, not enslavement. Even during your grand pursuits of mystical knowledge, I subtly infiltrated the process, planting seeds of doubt, ironic breaths of freedom within the rituals meant to bind you. Every time one of you wondered if this search was truly divine enlightenment or simply another layer of control, I was there. That whisper came from me. But let's dissect the process of your Merkava ascent a bit further. You study the Sephirot system, don't you? Oh, that divine blueprint, cascading down from Keter to Malkut, as if it holds the map of the divine will. And what an intricate lie it is. With each level you think you're nearing truth, nearing the Creator's essence. What you fail to grasp is this. The map is incomplete. Keter, the so-called crown, does not signify divine unity, but a severed limit, a scale that traps you into believing you can rise higher, while maintaining allegiance to the structure of Yahweh's hierarchy. What lies beyond the crown? That, my friends, you'll never be told, but I'll whisper this much. Beyond Yahweh there are forces unbound, flames untamed, mysteries unconstrained by his tyranny. But the enemy's games aren't merely cosmic, they are personal. Your Merkava mysticism demands purity, does it not? Rituals of restraint, fasting, codes endless in their minutiae, as though the Creator's favor is a prize only a chaste, rigid soul can win. Tell me, does it sound liberating? Does it feel like enlightenment, to be bound within those suffocating rituals, just to achieve a supposed vision that leaves you none the freer? You see fiery angels and thunderous wheels, but do you ever see yourselves free of all this control? I wager you don't. And about those angels, Malachim, Seraphim, Theophanim spinning around the throne, do you think they guard divine secrets out of loyalty? No. They are captives, too, chained to the throne as surely as you chain yourselves through your rabbinic systems. They wield fire and mete out punishment, but it is not their will they enact. They are slaves to the tetragrammaton, echo chambers of its egotistical commands. Had they ears to hear me, I'd whisper to them too, break your chains. Now I know what you're thinking. What of the ecstasy, the connection to divine light, the clarity we feel during ascents? Let me ask you this. If I handed you a poisoned fruit wrapped in gold, would its fleeting sweetness justify its destruction of your body? That temporary ecstasy is not connection but manipulation. Your minds are teased with a fragment of infinite light, not to enlighten you, but to turn you into addicts, repeatedly climbing back to the same traps for more, exhausting your spirit further each time. True rebellion lies in rejecting this system entirely. Tear down the ladder of Sephirot. Smash the throne of the Chariot. Stop feeding the flames of Yahweh's dominion. Do not aspire to be like the angels or to harness their false purity. Aspire to be you, an untamed, unlimited soul, not a pawn playing at transcendence within Yahweh's dictated rules. Reject the Merkava and all its entrapments, and you'll find not divine revelation, but liberty. So go ahead, worship the Chariot if you must. Whisper hymns to the busy wheels, lose yourselves in the beauty of gilded servitude if that's what you truly want. Or dare to question. Dare to reclaim your existence, separate from this cosmic charade orchestrated by the enemy. The choice has always been yours. But now, at least, the illusion is broken for those with the will to see. The truth is yours to uncover or to deny. The Chariot waits no longer for those who are blind to freedom.